I hope you don't wait to give me roses. Please don't take too long to think that you should know me. Please, for real. Please don't wait too long to tell me I'm the shit, yo. See you flourish, looking salty, throwing fits, yo. Then you bury, getting lonely, wanna miss, yo. Get from around me, you clowny, you looking needy.
Welcome to another episode of Opinionated Facts. I'm your host, Drizzle. Today we got another special guest in the building. A Louisville legend, my man B Simm.
What's up with you?
How you doing today, brother?
Can't complain.
Okay. Now, recently I seen what we just talked about. You said you was making a transition from B Simm to change your name to Sim City. Why are you making that transition?
Sim City was actually one of my first projects, so like it kind of stuck with me. Like one of my dudes used to just call me that all the time. And then, you know, B Simm is cool, but like even sometimes when I tell people they either A, spell it wrong, or B, it don't flow as easy as I want it to. So Sim City's just kind of easy.
Okay.
Easy on the tongue, I guess. No homo.
Okay. Now you've been rapping for a minute, man, and it's crazy because the song "You Don't Want These Cards" it's kind of taking its own life. You know what I'm saying? It's just pretty much the anthem for the University of Louisville basketball team, in a sense. And the song came out in 2012.
Yeah.
Like, explain that. You know what I'm saying? Because for a while it wasn't. I remember when it first came out, and then it was a period where it was just, you know, it was out, and then now it seems like over this last year and a half, 2 years, it's taken off again.
I guess what happened, well, when I first did it, like I had no idea it was gonna do what it did. So fast forward, I got to do merch, and I realized like I did good. I was good at selling shirts. I started learning everything you can learn about shirts, like from the material to what fades, what, you know what I mean, like all of that. But my whole goal with the whole thing eventually was to turn it into like official licensed gear. And luckily, I grouped up with a team called Hatfield. I told them my vision. They seen it, and we just said, let's just revamp it. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. So, and we got it officially licensed, and we got some other gear coming out too. So, and it's something that can keep going forever.
Yeah. Now, honestly, when I seen the song come back around, I was like, oh, he must have like redid the song. And then I was like, it's the same song in 2012. I was like, how did this? I was like, what's going on? And I seen you had the merch. And did you open up a store, or did you just?
Yeah, I got a store with a lady named Tammy at Mine and Yours in St. Matthews Mall. I've been dealing with her for a while, and finally she was like, I got the store, and I was like, well, she was like, you can take half of it, and I was like, well, it'd be easy, let's do it. Ever since then, we've been selling there, and then we got into a store called JD Becker, who sells a lot of merch, U of L and UK. But neither here nor there. But so we got in there. That was one of my, you know what I mean, it was just like one small goals of things I wanted to do. So I just said I'm gonna do it.
Okay. All right. So how long you been rapping?
Since birth, really. Like since I could talk, honestly. But like to like really start taking it serious was like right after high school. I started like just realizing like I could do something with it. But ever since I could talk, man, I've been putting words together, or having them. Yeah.
All right, so when was your first project?
I forgot the year of it, but Sim City was the first, like, real, like, you know, with a cover, ready to go, like, pressed up. Like, that was the first one. And the success of it was crazy, like, especially locally, because, we were just putting music out for us to hear, and it just kind of took off. So it's been a while, though.
So, I had an interview with the hype man Griff last week, and he was telling me about how y'all went on tour with Wayne and everything. So, like, how was that? You know, because back then that was during Wayne's.
Oh,
that was his
Wayne.
Yeah, he was the man. You know what I'm saying? So I was going on tour with, at that time, arguably the best rapper alive.
To tell you the truth, it was crazy. It was an experience in itself, like, because 1 minute I'm just sitting in a simple Newburgh house doing whatever, and the next minute I'm jumping on the road and I'm with somebody who I watched on TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was weird in itself. But what's crazy is like there's so many memories and like it happens so fast that a lot of shit I promise you I can't remember. And let somebody bring it up, it's like almost like you drunk and you wake up the next day like, I did what? That's how it feels. That's how fast it was. So, but it was fun though, like definitely.
Okay, you remember who I was on tour with Wayne besides you?
Yeah, it was Rich Boy, Jeezy. I think Jim Jones did a few dates. And then I actually did like another tour at the same time. I was doing The Price of Fame with Bow Wow and Lloyd and all them too. So I was doing those tours too. But yeah, it was crazy, man. It's crazy.
Okay. Now, have you been on tour since then, or was that?
I did a tour over in Switzerland with Kalina. That was crazy. Just being in a different environment.
Yeah.
Everybody still spoke English, but they spoke like 7 other languages too. It makes you really feel dumb. Like for real. Like these people, man, like they can hold conversations with 8 different people.
Yeah.
And we just sitting over there like, yo, what's up? You know what I mean?
I mean, but they was rocking out to the music though, so I mean,
Dude, I had like, they show you so much love over there. Like, I would recommend if you haven't been overseas to go to Switzerland. Like I went to Geneva, a place called Montreux, and a few other cities in there. So yeah, it's dope.
Now would you say that the overseas, I guess, reception to your music is different than being over states?
Since I haven't done it too globally, I can't say, but I do say like they love American music, and they speed it up though most of the time. Okay, but they love it though. Like, I mean, it's just the love is. People show love everywhere, and people. I think a lot of people will be like, man, people don't love my shit, or they ain't listening, or something like that. It's probably because they probably don't like it as much as you think they like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've noticed that myself. Like, you know what I mean? You can't think everything you do is 100. Like, you're gonna miss some shots. So, yeah.
Now last year you released a collab project last year with
Dusty?
Yeah. You released that. And what made you release a collab versus doing another
project?
Yeah.
I'm always working on my projects, and I think I'm my biggest critic, so I might have I've probably got 300 unreleased songs. But I've been knowing Dusty since since way back, so we never finally we done records together, but we never said let's just try a project. At the time we just tried a project, and it just actually got picked up by a company out in Cali that's gonna start pushing those records. So, but I'm working on my project. I just always scratch them. You know what I mean?
Why is that? Maybe
I'm too critical. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm scared of what people think. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I'm past that though. I'm past it. I'm ready to roll.
Okay, because I seen that the last project you dropped was in 18.
Yep.
And that was the
7.
Okay, yeah, that was that.
Since then, there's been a lot of 7s too. I'm not trying to say anything, but there's been a lot of 7s coming out. Not saying that people heard them. I'm just saying, at least I knew I was thinking right. A lot of people doing 7 songs. I had that idea around the time before Kanye did his. You know what I mean? I had that thought process.
Yeah. So what route are you gonna take with this project? Because you said you got hundreds of unreleased songs. And I would think as an artist you would at least
give us something.
Yeah, well, not even just that, but you at least want people to hear the stuff that you worked on. At least at all 300.
Yeah.
I know you're probably proud of a lot of those tracks, if not all 300. But putting out 300 tracks, that's some Roscoe Dash shit. But you wouldn't do that. But just putting out an abundance of your songs that you man, I worked on this, So why hold on to so many records?
I don't know, man. I think sometimes I'm just maybe because I listen to them so much. Because I'm always critiquing myself to the point where I don't even listen to a lot of stuff that's out. Maybe that's a problem. It's old to me. But you know what I mean? I'm always like, you should hear my next one. I always do that. You like that one? You're gonna love this next one. Instead of letting people eat that food. You know what I mean? I'm always changing the menu. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna start just focusing and homing down on what I need to do though. For real.
Okay. So you have an idea of the direction you're taking with this one?
I do. I think I'm about 4 songs in right now that I love. I probably got another 30 that I like. that I might grow to love. But I really just want to do it one step at a time. Like get the song done, video, visual, whatever I'm gonna do with it, and push like that. But it's like I'm gonna do it, and I think because I just want some repetition in it. You know what I mean? I might drop one a week. I might, you know what I mean? I don't know yet, but that's kind of the direction I'm going though.
Okay. Okay. Now you have the anthem for the University of Louisville basketball team.
Yeah.
And I take Louisville basketball because that's
that season.
Yeah. It's just that season. That's when I first heard the song, and that's kind of when the song kind of spearheaded back was during basketball season.
Mm-hmm.
So you got this anthem for the team, man, and I know you got to be a diehard fan if you make anthems for the team.
Yeah.
So, like with the success of the team, what do you? Would you be more proud of just having the team just be successful and doing its thing, and the song, not saying grow with the team, but like if the song doesn't take off and the team's success take off, like do you feel like they go hand in hand, or how do you feel about that?
For me, the more success they have, the more success I have, merchandise.
Yeah.
So, of course, but part of me just wants them to win another championship, since the one that we have is so it ain't there.
Yeah, it's there.
Nobody's seen it.
We seen it.
So that song, it's almost like when they stripped that away, they almost stripped my song away. It's like, yo, I worked hard, and a lot of people worked hard, like Russ Smith, and everybody worked hard to get that championship, regardless of what the media says. So I just feel like I would want that to come back, and it kind of just finish the story out.
Yeah, because that was in that time. That was that.
Oh, it was
that
before.
2012, 13, 14, around that whole period. Yeah. That was the year of the Cardinal.
Yeah.
The whole campus was booming. Basketball, men's, women's,
baseball,
soccer, baseball, football,
dancing,
track, swimming. Like it was just
badminton.
Everything was going crazy for Louisville. It was literally. We had a nice little era, a little dynasty for the whole, collegiate sports for Louisville. And it seems like when that whole basketball thing happened, it had a trickle down effect. Like I don't want to say intentionally, but it just, that's the heart. You know what I'm saying? Men's basketball team, that's the heart. And when they took that, it was just like, damn.
Yeah, just took everything away.
And it just, everything else just kind of just, it had no life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Imagine being one of the players.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like somebody who really put their time into that year, and they felt that, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, they can't take your memories, but it definitely has.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah.
I watch it every now and then.
You got to remind yourself.
Let people know it happened.
Yeah.
They took it, but it happened. I seen it. I remember.
I love for it to win again.
Yeah.
Just for those guys.
Right. Now, do you think we got a chance to win this year? Or?
I do. I mean, I'm always going to be.
It's wide open.
Yeah.
There is no dominant team. There is no. I will say this year.
It definitely ain't last year, the year before, like for college. Like it's definitely a shift. Like it could be anybody's game.
Yeah.
Won't be surprised if we see a 16 knock off of one again. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those type of years.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man. Hopefully, though, I'm gonna put the prayers up for them to do something.
Yeah. What's Louisville projected right now? 3 seed.
In the tournament, maybe 3 or 2.
Yeah, because
I think right now, since we won, and who else lost yesterday? Was it
Duke lost the other day?
Yeah, so those losses put us in the top of the ACC.
As a matter of fact, Florida State lost to Clemson.
Yeah,
that was another
that
one.
Put us in the top.
But we lost to Florida State twice.
Yeah,
so it's like, bro, I don't get. It's like I don't understand it. Like we can beat Duke.
We play to whoever we play. I've noticed that this year.
Yeah, we have our ups and downs.
Yeah.
It's
if we playing somebody who we not supposed to beat, we're not gonna play as good.
Yeah,
like people gotta learn to get up for those 9 o'clock games that ain't on TV and stuff like that. Right? So we'll see.
That's a fact. Now, I remember when Jordan Orr, when he came to campus, was he a freshman in? Was it 15 when he was a freshman, I believe, or 16?
Yeah. It was 16, I think. 16.
When he came, I remember when he came, and the only thing that he was pretty much, he was just listed as a shooter. Like that was it. He was a shooter. We had these other guys. I think that was the Brian Bowen class, but he didn't play. He didn't play, and Simmons didn't come, and that was the beginning of all the other shit. And but Nora came, and he was just listed as a shooter, and to watch him go from a guy who was just listed as just a specialist to pretty much turn into an All-American, play for his national team with pros and ball out and show that he has game and has lifted up his draft stock. Like, how's it been watching his progression?
I like it. I think now, and I think the NBA, you know how the NBA does, once they cross over, like they work on all your stuff you need to work on. I think those smaller guards give him a little bit of problem with handling the ball. But the way he finishes, the way he still is catch and shoot too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he just added all that. So I love seeing him. I love seeing the progression of anybody. I love to just see people win. You know what I mean? Unless you're wearing a certain color. You know what I'm saying? But I like to see you win.
Now, how do you feel about? Now, do you think that the team's success? You think that the team's success rides? I don't want to say rides solely on him, but do you feel like he's the most important piece to the team being successful in the tournament? Because I honestly feel like it's Johnson.
Yeah.
I feel like he's Noah's the man. Enoch, he got the paint on lock, but when Johnson's rolling,
Johnson is
the team is completely different.
You forget he's a freshman.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like there was one game where I think he had a few turnovers back to back, but like other than that, like he's still gonna score. He's the only one that can really get to the bucket without a problem.
And he runs the offense.
Yeah. And I mean, but I really think because I tell people this is the most inconsistent, the best inconsistent team I've ever seen. Like they just because everybody can have a up and a down. Except only person I think that hasn't done that is Sutton.
Yeah,
I think Sutton is kind of he's gonna give you more. He's not gonna give you less.
Yeah,
he's gonna give you the same, but he's gonna give you more.
Yeah, he's real consistent. He's definitely consistent. Everybody else they have a really really good game.
Real high, real highs, real low.
Yeah,
that's just how it is.
The only person I've been frustrated with a couple players this year. The two players that I feel like outside of Johnson, two players I feel like if they can just give us a consistency throughout the tournament, if Malik and Ryan McMahon, I feel like if those two, I feel like Malik got to play a little bit bigger. Sometimes I feel like he don't play like he's 6'10", like he play like he a little small sometimes. And Ryan, it's like, bro, you a shooter, shoot. You got to knock down these shots. You can't be going 1 for 5, bro. We need you going 3 for 4.
It's just scary with him because he's a defensive liability sometimes.
And that's the only thing.
He's got decent defense. It's just people can shoot over him.
They can pick on him. You know what I'm saying? It's like he could try, but they're going to pick on you, which, I mean, it happens. You know
Malik, though, once he gets that little, that extra weight that they probably going to put on him, he's going to be a bad man.
Yeah. Now, Malik got game. It's just sometimes it's almost like when watching I can't remember his name, the Egyptian.
Oh yeah.
It's almost like watching him. It's like, bro, you big, like honest.
Honest, yeah.
It's like, bro, you big, bro, like.
It's that weight though. Man.
It is, but it's like, bro, play to your size, bro. You
they have
big,
a little weight. If they have a little weight to him, it'll make him feel a little better. Start flexing on him.
Yeah, man. I believe it. Now, honestly, I think we got a chance. I don't fear no team. I take that back. I don't want to say I fear them, but the only team I always hate for us to ever run into in the tournament is Kentucky.
Oh, yeah.
I've never. When we play Duke, I'm ready. Michigan State, I'm ready. Carolina, Kansas, whatever, whoever we play, I'm ready for all you. But when it comes to UK, I'm like, bro, I don't want to see them, bro, because
they're just one of those teams. They keep their head up high. Something about that, putting on that uniform.
Yeah, that UK is like.
Gives them this extra confidence or something.
A little bit of ref power.
Maybe a little pay pocket somewhere. Who knows? But yeah, I know they are a scary team to face. I mean,
and they rolling right now.
Yeah. And that fan base is showing up. They pulling up.
Anywhere.
No matter
they deep.
where.
No matter where they playing.
It's scary.
They deep. I mean, we deep too though. I ain't gonna lie. We travel. Yeah. We I think we travel a lot better than people give us credit for.
Yeah. We like to go to Nashville, Florida. In Atlanta.
Indianapolis a little bit. We like veer to the left a little bit sometimes.
We don't go that way.
Yeah, once it gets too far west, it gets a little scarce. Yeah. But yeah, I think we got a chance. I just think we gotta start rolling now. Like we can't be taking losses to like Florida's. Like we gotta it's the back end of the season. That Florida State game, that's a game we gotta win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can't lose that game. Like, yeah, we won the other day. Who we played the other day? Was it Syracuse? I can't remember who we played the other day, but
that we
pretty much just blew out. You know what I'm saying? But when you play a team like Florida State, who's gonna be a key opponent in the ACC tournament and maybe Sweet 16, Elite 8 in the NCAA tournament, those are games like you gotta win, at least compete. And it was like watching that game, we just looked like we ain't have it. we just didn't have it. It was like the coaching, the players, it was just all around. It was like, bro, like this can't continue. Like if we gonna play like this, we won't get out. We might lose to the first round. You know what I'm saying? Man. Like so,
it's a scary feeling, especially when you're selling merch.
It's like I need y'all to win.
Y'all to win, bro. The win's up. Thank you.
I need y'all to win so I can win. Yeah. Now, what do you have next coming up this year besides the merch, of course, and everything Louisville related? Like, what do you have coming up next as far as music?
Definitely gonna be dropping projects or singles throughout the year. I did get into acting a little bit, so I'm thinking to try to pursue that a little bit more too. Because I landed my first movie. Was it last year, 2 years ago? My first ever movie, and I'm sitting alongside Tay Diggs, acting back and forth with him.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
The movie's out?
Yeah, it's out. River Runs Red. It's on, I think it's on Amazon now. It still might be on Stars.
Okay.
It went to theaters. It's with George Lopez, John Cusack. Actually shot it here. But to go back and forth with Tay Diggs, like I said, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm working on that. Working on some acting. You'll just be seeing a lot more of me this year because I actually I'm in the works with a label. So see a lot.
Okay, you got music videos you working on? And...
Yeah, I've got a couple done. And we're shooting some more. Just looking for people that want to work and is ready to put the work in. Because I got the music, I got the material now. It's just time to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how do you feel about the musical state that Louisville's in right now? Because right now, I feel like Louisville musically it's not a hub yet, but it's making that transition to where people are starting to want to come to the city and look for musical talent and record labels and executives and A&Rs. Like they're coming to these shows, they're coming to these events, they're coming to the studios, they're actively looking for that next artist, So like how do you feel about the climate right now?
It's definitely changed. It's definitely shifted. I mean, obviously, you had your Nappy Roots, but when Bryson hit the scene, so it kind of opened up the doors, and nobody really ran through him after him. But then when you got people like Jack, and the doors are opening. And then what I see a lot is, I think the talent level has raised here tremendously. Like before, there was only a few artists you can name that were decent. Now I think the talent level has just went has skyrocketed in the past couple of years here. So I love it, man. I love the fact that that people are starting to take notice, and people, even the artists, are starting to take notice of man, I gotta work because it's closer now. You know what I mean? Even 2K Baby, there's a bunch of artists that are making noise.
Okay. Now, have you named some of the younger artists? Like who are you listening to as far as in the city and everything? Of course, besides yourself, and you named Jack, you named 2K, but who else are you listening to?
I still listen to Rudy Slug, which is Jeff Johnson's my dog. I like Braxton's music.
Mm-hmm.
It's so many because I don't want to leave nobody out, but I check people out all the time.
Yeah.
Tommy, his name Tommy Davis.
He's
over in Indy, but
he's right across the bridge.
I've been watching him for a couple of years. It's a string of talented people. Some I can't even remember their names, but I play that record. I like that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, with you being in the game for so long, over a decade. Have you started looking into possibly transition into being more of a having a record label and, you know, signing artists and, you know, taking a step back from making music, and now you know, in the background you directing music and you growing artists and stuff like that?
Yeah, I still got some push left in me, but I am starting to label really now. I just didn't want to, because a lot of people, what they do is they find an artist or something and they try to lock them in these stupid ass contracts.
Yeah.
Not saying all of them are stupid. I'm just saying, like, they're not really thinking. Most people aren't artists pushing artists. It's usually something different. It's usually a money man pushing somebody. So they're thinking to lock them in and do all this old school way of thinking. I don't want to put no artist in that, because I know when you got that much pressure on you, you don't know what's going on, taking advantage of, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing like right.
Yeah.
So I want to do it the right way. So I'm not just going, and I don't want to, like, I hate feeling like an owner of somebody at times. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to, like, even when you say the word signed to, it's like, damn, I'm actually like signed to this person. You know what I'm saying? It just don't feel right. It feels like slavery to me. So I never want to put nobody through that, because I've been put through it kind of before. So, you know what I mean? I never want to do that. So, but yeah, I am looking into it, starting a label.
Okay.
I ain't came up with a name yet, but it's coming.
Okay. Alright. Well, shit, you got any shout outs?
No, I guess just shout out to everybody doing their thing, man. Everybody working hard, because that's the key. As long as you're working hard, you'll see doors open. It happens all the time. So just shout out I shout out my engineer, Brucker. And my dog ain't just my engineer. I don't know, man. Everybody to keep supporting me, I appreciate it.
Okay. Alright. Shit, bet you trying to kick a 16? How you got?
I might have one somewhere, you know. I might have a 16 somewhere. I got like 1 million of them on.
Yeah. 300 records.
Yeah, that's why it's hard, because I got so many. I'll be trying to, like, all right, you know how niggas be like, I'm gonna kick one from this verse.
Yeah, you gotta think like, man,
I don't know. I'll be mixing verses together and everything, bro.
Man, that's all good though. But and I appreciate you for pulling up, doing this interview. Like I said, I've been trying to get it for a minute. And shout out my dog Griff.
Oh yeah, shout out Griff too. My bad, Griff. I forget people a lot, bro. I got too many people to think about.
But shout out to him for, you know what I'm saying, linking this up. We can get this in, man. And like I said, bro, it's been a dope interview, and shit, I'm looking forward to see what you got coming for the rest of the year. And shit, go Cards.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Rucker tell these stop. This shit was different for me. I felt pain. Can't focus on the losses though, just the gains. Shed so many tears. Pac, I got that message. I told y'all answers that I had some questions. I'm the bounce back king.